Bedtime Stories 20 Nori's Ocean Dream 2 Stories. Deep in the heart of the ocean, where the waves sing lullabies, lived a curious little sea turtle named Nori. Every night, Nori dreamed of exploring the great, blue world beyond the shore. One evening, as the moon lit up the waves, Nori felt a magical pull toward the ocean. She took a deep breath and wiggled into the gentle sea, ready for her adventure. As she glided through the water, a school of fish swirled around her like a rainbow. Their tiny fins shimmered like gems in the moonlight. Suddenly, a large, wise sea turtle named Luma appeared. "Where are you heading, young one?" she asked, her voice as soothing as the waves. "I want to see all the wonders of the ocean," Nori exclaimed, her flippers paddling eagerly. Luma chuckled. "Then follow me and I will show you something special." They arrived at a coral reef, where sea anemones swayed and clownfish peeked out from their homes. Tiny bubbles floated to the surface, carrying whispers of the sea. Nori giggled as she watched a tiny seahorse curl its tail around a piece of coral, its body gently bobbing with the current. Up ahead, dolphins danced through the waves, clicking and singing happily. They moved in perfect harmony, as if performing a joyful underwater ballet. Nori tried to leap like them, but landed in a big, silly splash. The dolphins giggled in their own playful way. Luma then led Nori to a hidden cave, where soft blue light shimmered inside. The entrance glowed like the opening to a secret world inside. Jellyfish drifted like glowing lanterns, lighting up the dark water. Their tentacles waved like delicate ribbons. They looked like tiny stars. Nori whispered in awe, watching them twinkle in the deep blue. Luma said, "Don't worry, these ones don't harm us or humans. These are the rarest species to be known for that, of the jellyfish family. These are sea gooseberries. There are others too, such as moon and cannonball. The ocean is full of magic," Luma said as they swam out of the glowing cave, the light trailing behind them. A gentle current carried them toward a field of swaying seagrass. The soft blades tickled Nori's shell as she passed there. A sleepy manatee floated, enjoying a peaceful underwater nap. Bubbles escaped from its nose as it snored softly. Watching the manatee made Nori feel a little sleepy too. She let out a big yawn. Stretching her tiny flippers, the manatee woke up with a big yawn too. "Nori said you yawned just as I did." The manatee said, "It's contagious." They both laughed. The ocean around her felt warm and safe, like a big, cozy blanket. The waves hummed a gentle tune. "It's time to return home, little one," Luma said kindly, giving Nori a gentle nudge. Nori followed the gentle waves, letting them guide her home. The familiar sight of the shore filled her heart with warmth. With one final stroke, she pulled herself onto the soft sand, feeling its warmth beneath her belly. She nestled into her favorite spot, gazing up at the twinkling sky, her heart full of wonder. The stars above and the ocean below seemed to whisper a lullaby just for her. Their light dancing in harmony, her eyelids grew heavy, and she let out a happy sigh, her adventure lingering in her dreams. As she drifted to sleep, she dreamed of glowing jellyfish, playful dolphins, and magical moonlit waves, her heart full of joy as the night faded. A soft sunrise painted the sky in gentle pinks and blues, welcoming a new day. She stretched, feeling the warmth of the new day, ready for another adventure, and as the waves whispered a gentle good morning, Nori smiled, knowing the ocean would always be her home. The end. Story number 2, Real Sea Life Adventure. Once upon a time, on a tiny tropical island, there lived a young sea turtle named Nori. Nori dreamed of swimming in the big ocean, but she was always too scared to venture out on her own. One night, though, under the light of a full moon, something magical happened. The moon's reflection shimmered on the water, beckoning Nori to come and play. And so she did. She took a deep breath and followed the moonlight into the sea. At first, Nori was all alone. The water was dark and deep, and the further she went, the scarier it seemed. But then suddenly she heard a gentle voice. "Well, hello there. Why are you all alone in the big, bad ocean?" Startled, Nori turned around and saw an enormous sea turtle with a kind smile. "I'm Nori, and I wanted to see what was beyond the reef," she replied. "I'm Luma," the old turtle said, "and I can show you all the wonders of the ocean if you like." Nori's eyes widened. "Really? That would be wonderful." So Luma, the wise old sea turtle, took Nori on an incredible journey through the ocean. First, they swam over a huge coral reef. It was a kaleidoscope of colors with fish of all shapes and sizes darting in and out of the coral. They saw clownfish hiding in anemones and tiny seahorses holding on to pieces of seaweed. Nori had never seen anything like it. Then they watched a pod of dolphins leaping and playing in the waves. Nori wanted to join them, but Luma said it was time to go deeper. The further they swam, the darker it got. Just when Nori thought it couldn't get any darker, Luma turned and said, "Look over there," Nori gasped. In front of them was a cave that glowed with the most beautiful light. Inside, hundreds of jellyfish floated past, their bodies shimmering with an otherworldly glow. "Oh, it's so magical," Nori whispered. Luma smiled. "The ocean is full of magic if you know where to look," she said. Then, as if sensing Nori's desire to touch the glowing creatures, Luma continued, "And sometimes the best way to experience the magic is to simply drift with the current." And so they did. They drifted past playful dolphins and over beds of colorful coral until they reached a peaceful seagrass meadow. Suddenly, Nori spotted a large, sleepy-looking manatee munching on seagrass. Nori felt very sleepy all of a sudden. It must be all this swimming, she thought. With that, she snuggled up to the manatee and drifted off to sleep. When Nori woke up, the sky was filled with stars. She looked around and realized she was all alone. Luma must have carried her back to shore. Gently, Nori uncurled herself from her cozy ball and gazed at the stars. With the ocean breeze on her face, she felt happier than she had ever felt before. And with that, she curled up on the warm sand and fell fast asleep. The next morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, Nori woke up again. Feeling refreshed and full of energy, she knew that her life would never be the same again. The ocean wasn't a scary place. It was a magical place full of wonder and beauty. And she couldn't wait to explore more of it. So with a big smile on her face, Nori started her day, eager for whatever adventures lay ahead. Good night, little ones. Dream peaceful, pleasant dreams. Don't forget to subscribe so you can watch more stories from this channel with your whole family and friends.